Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we have a video by the GOAT Pack Gaming. It's pretty much titled 5 Reasons Why NBA 2K Games Will Not Get Any Better. So every single, man, we always expect the game to get better, but more times than not, we're pretty disappointed. So I'm very curious to see what he has to say about this, because of course, man, I know what he's talking about when it comes to 2K. And I hope you're wrong, man. That's all I gotta say is I hope you're wrong, because I want 2K20 to be the best basketball game ever. Here we go, guys.
Talking about the game of 2K and why it's not going to get any better from here. We've been complaining for the past couple years that the game needs a lot of work and there's a lot of things that we're not a fan of and they haven't fixed. And I'm here to tell you it's not going to get better, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why. This is more of a discussion video than anything, because I'm just going to sit down, show you gameplay.
I'm going to say number one reason probably is going to be because of competition. That's just my predictions. And probably also VC, because 2K cares about their pocket.
Background and talk. Don't forget, I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, so be an OG, join the pack.
He's only 10K away, guys. Go help him out, guys.
Also, a reminder that when I reach 100,000 subscribers, I'm doing 2 giveaways. One of the giveaways is that you can win any piece of Zwello pack merch from Zwello.com. You pick the one and you will win it for free. The other one is that you can win NBA 2K19 for free or 200,000 VC for free. If you want to win these, all you have to do is join the Pack Nation, help me get to 100,000 subscribers, follow me on Twitter.
There you guys go, man. Here we go, guys. Here we go, man.
Started. So you guys, I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why NBA 2K games are not going to get any better. And the first reason is that I'm kind of lying to you. They are going to get better, but not in this current gaming generation where we have the PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox One. These consoles are already capped out to the max. There is so much these consoles can do for these games. So when it comes to actually making these games so much better, this system cannot do it, and we're gonna have to wait for 2020 when the PlayStation 5 is probably gonna come out.
Is that when it drops?
For 2K games to finally be dramatically changed, right? So let me explain exactly what I mean. It is believed that PlayStation 5 or Xbox, whatever they end up calling it, the future one, is gonna be in 8K and like 160 frames a second.
Is that good?
Mind-boggling, and that's more than double the amount of better it is right now in the PlayStation and Xbox era. The reason why I'm saying they're not going to get better is because think about it. If you know this game that you make every single year, you're going to have to completely redo that game in 2 years. I'd rather focus on making that game right now and barely care about the next 2 games I have to make, so I can focus all of my energy on the game I have to make.
That is a good point.
Change 2K forever.
That is a good point.
So they're not going to focus on 2K20. And they're going to absolutely focus on 2K21. So next 2K, in my belief, is also going to be trash. And the next 2K after that's going to be amazing. And I don't blame them. When you look back at our favorite 2K, one of my favorite 2K is 2K14. Because that was the new generation. That was when the PlayStation 4 came out.
I still remember when I saw those graphics. Oh my god.
Blew my mind. I remember that picture came out of LeBron James in 2K14. And we were like, bro, this is the future. And the gameplay was so much better. My team was amazing. Like all these new game modes introduced, and it changed the way I thought about 2K and basketball games forever. And that's not going to happen until 2K21 comes out, probably. The second reason why I don't think NBA 2K games are going to get any better is that it's kind of hard to get better graphically with these games. As I'm saying, we've already capped out these systems. 2K graphically, I think, has gotten as good as you could possibly get.
I'm going to say, I mean, graphics, I have no problem with 2K graphics. I don't think that's what makes it a bad game to me. I think it's straight up just microtransactions and the gameplay. I don't think the gameplay is great all this year, man. Like, people think that it's good. There's a lot of compliments about it, but I don't know, man. I think this year 2K gameplay has been trash.
Yeah.
The defense is way too overpowered.
Are not going to get better. The sweat, how the court looks, the crowd, all these things are not going to change in the next 2K, basically, because the next 2K is the last 2K we're going to have in the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One era. The only thing I personally hope that they would change is historic players, because literally all they're using is last generation historic player models and upgrading them graphically and adding them to the game. Like, they haven't actually redid any of the historic
Gotta do the
players.
Face scans.
Now, they did, like, Larry Bird and Michael Jordan, yes, but they haven't done, like, the old, like, not as good players, like Sam Vincent, for example. I know it's a small thing a lot of people don't care about, but I care about that kind of stuff. Another thing that they're not going to change, and I wish they would change, and they might change for NBA 2K21, is body scans. I'm tired of every single player having almost the exact same body scan. Like, Shaq is barely bigger
I feel like we should be able to like stand like even for like my career, I feel like we should be able to stand in front of some sort of like device, even our cell phones. Like imagine being able to set your cell phone right in front of you, and it says like the bitch ass robot comes on and says, "Okay, bitch ass Crispy, take a few steps back," and it scans your body. I know there's apps out there that do that type of stuff, so I would be very surprised if that type of thing is not implemented into like 2K21 or something.
Then,
like
for
that.
example, Manute Bol. That's stupid. Manute Bol should be stupid skinny. Shaq should be a thick boy. I'm just saying.
Thick boy.
It just doesn't make sense how that has been the same and it hasn't been fixed this entire generation. Maybe it's too difficult to do in this current hardware, and we're hopefully going to have that scene change in 2K21 or in the year 2020. Now, again, I'm just being kind of hopeful about that. For all we know, that's just 2K being lazy. We don't really know that for a fact that it's because of the system, but fingers crossed that's going to be a big thing. Now, I've been talking about graphics and generations.
Why is this Rockets against Rockets?
A lot of you guys don't exactly care. A lot of you are like, I want this gameplay to be fixed, and that's when I come to the third reason, is that the gameplay is not going to change in this current generation because they would have to completely change the engine. I know we'd complain about, in my opinion, the biggest problem with Park, right, is that when you're playing against two people,
engine though? Is that the?
All they need is a 7'3" center who's super strong, and they can shove you out of the way for their 6'2" 3-point shooting baller is hitting it from half court. Their sharpshooter and hitting greens half court. And what are you gonna do? They're gonna beat you every single time. It's gonna be impossible to play against those teams. And that is a core mechanic of the game. That is the engine, and you can't just simply remake an engine. That takes years and years of development. Something I believe 2K is already working on for NBA 2K21 for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox.
See, I don't know how like engine and all that stuff works. Like I know like the engine. I always thought engine was more like graphic based. But yeah, I guess when it comes down to it, when they try to like tweak a gameplay, it's not really like the actual like coding of the game. They most so just like mess with like sliders and stuff like that. So that does make sense. That definitely makes sense.
2 or whatever it's called. I don't see a big reason why they would want to focus on the current engine for one more 2K when they know that they're gonna have to redo everything next year. So they're just gonna again. I really believe the next 2K is gonna be NBA 2K19 Part 2.
Yeah.
It's not gonna change at all. There's no reason for them to change it when they already know the next 2K is gonna come out, right? So gameplay, when it comes to the most annoying parts of the game, is not going to change. Now, I do think, though, when it comes to the amount of 3-point shots that are made in a 2K game is way too high. Like, people are hitting greens at half court, and that can't be happening anymore. It's making the game impossible to play if you're just trying to play with, like, a pickup or just starting. Another thing is all that stuff about, like, Road to 99 is too much of a grind. People get turned off by that, and they don't want to do that.
I think it's
boring.
I
understand these problems that people are having, and these are main parts of the game. They're not going to just stop doing it because we have a year left to go. So, again, expect this to get better a year after next year. Now, the fourth reason why I don't believe 2K is going to get better is that they have not added a brand new game mode, or a primary brand new game mode for that fact, in 5 years.
Wow, that's
and they're
crazy.
not just going to start doing that for next 2K. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, I'm being lame, I know, but I know for a fact they're not going to change what they believe is not broken, right? The game modes that we have is Play Now, My Team, My League.
Play Now, they made worse. Made Play Now worse.
That's really it. They haven't added any new game mode, any new thing in literally 5 years since the new generation came out. Why are they going to start now? They're not going to all of a sudden be like, hey, we got one more 2K left. Let's just start making some new game modes and be.
You know, I can't even think of like a new mode they would even add. Like I sometimes I like sit there and like think about that. Like, what other modes could they actually put into the game? You know, and there's stuff out there that they could probably think of. That's why people get paid the big bucks to do that stuff. But still,
innovative. They don't see the point in that. They're probably focusing all their creative talents on the future of next generation 2K. When it comes to game modes they need to add, still, I need my custom All-Star Weekend mode. I don't know why it doesn't exist yet. It's literally the dumbest thing that it's not in this game. When it comes to having creative new game modes, I don't have one off the top of my head. Honestly, they could just do anything when it comes to create like your own rules. So like, let's say 3s or 2s and 2s or 3s, and like
okay.
The things that like you can make yourself, or they could have a hardcore arcade mode where like you're dunking and you have like a 20,000 inch vertical.
I would
like
not so much that, but I would just love it if there was like a non-simulated game mode, because when you used to play like 2K6 and 2K5, I mean, it was like the battle of the cheese out there, bro. Like, whoever could cheese the most is who was going to win. I actually kind of miss those days because that was a grind where it was just like, I don't know, man. Like that's when you really got into it. You would really get pissed off at 2K about it, man, because you knew if you were getting cheese that there was a counter for, but you had to find it.
Game modes that they could be fun and added to the game, they don't add to the game, and they're not going to for a while. Now, the last and final reason at number 5 why 2K games are not going to change and they're going to continue to be frustrating is that we keep buying them, and that's not going to stop. Okay,
no, it's not.
That's really not. A lot of people are like, if you don't like the game, don't buy it. But that's not really an option for someone like me. Not because I'm a YouTuber. Ignore that part. That I do YouTube based off of 2K. At the end of the day, I try to find another way. If, like, let's say 2K failed and stopped making games, I would still find a way to do YouTube, right? But as a fan of basketball, I have to buy 2K games. I love playing basketball, playing the game. Play Now Online is for some reason my favorite game mode. That's why I always try to do this kind of stuff in the background, having Play Now Online in the background, because I just love.
Well, they ruined it this year, man. They ruined it. Pissed me off so much. I miss the old mode.
Even if the game gets frustrating sometimes, I still love basketball and I'm still gonna play the game. Also, talking about ratings and rosters, how much better players are doing. I love doing that stuff. Like, it's a passion of mine. So again, I don't expect this to change. We keep buying the games, so to 2K they're like, well, then there's no problem if they keep buying it. So why are we gonna change anything, right? So those are my 5 opinions or reasons.
Okay, so you know I think the worst part is that he did bring up a great point that they're not going to change it next year because the next gen comes out after that, and I don't buy that because that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're going to do. But I do not accept that as a consumer of their product. I do not accept that because we are all still paying $60 for a brand new game. And just the fact that's going to be like their internal excuse. It's like, yeah, guys, we'll slide 2K20 out the door like that, man. We'll have Ryan 2K talk it up. We'll make our sales, but it's not going to be different, unfortunately. Which I'm still going to buy it because I'm a YouTuber, and I will say if I was not doing YouTube, I would still buy NBA 2K because I also really do like playing the game a lot, but I would have gave up on it this year, though, just because of Play Now being trash. But yeah, guys, good video by Bad Gaming. Some really good reasons out there. Some solid evidence to back it up. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out his channel. Hoping to take 100K subscribers. Thank you all so much for watching. And peace out, my friends.